We are at Wishing Well Park, and this is called our opening fun day. We bring all the sites east, west, and central together, and we have kind of a carnival style event just to kind of get them introduced to the camp, to the staff, and kind of start camp with a big bang to ensure that the kids are ready and excited for the summer.
This is what community development in the City of Toronto really looks like. It's about creating opportunities for young people to have different kinds of experiences and to get to know each other from different communities. This is how you break the cycle of community distrust that exists out there and change the way that young people make friendships with others from outside of their neighborhoods.
Today we have a lot of staff support, we have a lot of volunteers, we have a lot of stations such as like a water tank, like a dunk tank. We have the inflatables. We have a lot of different mini activities, so we're going to start off with icebreakers, introductions, get them a little bit warmed up, and then we're going to break them off into groups so they're able to meet different kids from different communities, from east, west, central. We're coming together as one. Doesn't matter where you're from, what community you're from, what neighborhood, we're all as one. We're Camp Inspire as a whole, and together we're building resilient kids, we're building families, we're building communities, and we're building the bonds between youth and essentially stopping the violence within our communities.
Taking care of kids in Toronto is expensive. It can be really challenging to get your kids into these kinds of programs and then to pay for them. Camp Inspire is a free program that we run for folks that are operating here in Toronto Community Housing. We have a very, very high population of newcomers and not always folks that understand exactly how to navigate a new system and find out where their kids can potentially participate in different kinds of programs. So this is easy, right? We come right to your home. We come right to the community that you live in. We sign up your kids and then we expose them to all kinds of things.
One thing that camp has really done is kind of bring me out of my shell and made me a little bit more fun, goofy, and weird. And that's something that I've also seen really happen from the youth. So they kind of come into camp a little shy, not having a lot of friends, not knowing what's really going on. And by the end of the summer, you kind of see their personalities explode. And they become so comfortable with people in their communities, with their staff, the mentorship. It's really kind of amazing to see how camp kind of breaks youth out of their shell. And I think that's why it's so important to have camp. This camp really gives them a place to come to, a place to be excited for, a place to kind of learn rules and structure, but in a fun type of manner.
Programs like this are a great investment for us to make. It's a lot of different sources of resources coming together to make an event like this happen. When your kids are here with us, we're going to treat them like our kids, right? And we're going to make sure they're safe and taken care of and exposed to all kinds of wonderful things. So it's such a great opportunity for young people.
I've had children in program who've come in, they don't speak, they're shy, high anxiety. By the end of the program, they're talking. They could be the next spokesperson, So those are things we like to see.
A huge part of camp is not only fun, but also instilling responsibility and leadership into the youth. If we see a youth who is showing exemplary skills or they're really showing maturity in their age, we kind of find these kids and just give them responsibility so that they know we're watching them. We know that they're amazing youth. And then after the camp, we have something called the Leaders in Training program. So it's kind of a direct flow into that. So after Camp Inspire, when they're of age, about 12 or 13, we send them to our next program, which is our Leaders in Training. And that's where they develop skills kind of as resume making, how to lead games for camp. They come back to the young kids camp and they teach games. They support with events like this. So it's kind of beautiful that we give them a direction or a path if that's something that they choose to do.
Some of the staff were campers in our program before, they were participants in our program before, and they built their way all the way up from camper to Leaders in Training to now staff. So they're climbing up that ladder, and I definitely think it's because of the mentorship that we provided them years ago.
To know you have a supportive, caring adult who is here for you, it does go a long way. Programs like these are important, they are needed. I can relate to a lot of their experience, their upbringings, I feel like it's harder when you don't have the people that can relate to you. It makes it a little bit different because it's just like, how are you going to understand my point of view, even if you try? You don't have that snippet. When you're hearing things and actually seeing it, it's two different things, right? But when you have somebody who's been through it as well, it just makes sense and everything just connects.
We have so many young people living in our communities, and it's really important that we create opportunities for people to participate. It's a safe environment, it's a place where they can meet peers and engage with each other, and they can learn new things. They can be exposed here to science programming and recreational programming. We challenge them, but we support them at the same time, right? So it's a really great place for kids that might not otherwise get an opportunity to do these kinds of things on a regular basis.